Today we are visiting an oldie but goodie. This is Nomad Cosmetics Whistler Snow Lodge palette. This is what it looks like. Throughout the video while I'm doing what I'm doing for this look, which will be number 7, I will be popping up over here looks I've already done with it over the time that I have had this palette. But this is what we're doing. This is a very versatile palette, as you will see from the pictures. You see my face. I'm excited to get back to it because it has been a while. So we will also mostly be using Hourglass brushes and Fenty brushes. I have our 3 Hourglass number 3s, Hourglass number 6, and we also have our Fenty number 220. And for our lower lash line, for the first portion of our lower lash line, we have on Matte Color Excess Stage 5 Clinger, so that is right here, and all of these are Matte Color Excess gel pencil eyeliners. And for this portion of our lower lash line, we have on Pool Shark. That's what this looks like. Our inner rims, we have on Glide or Die, and this is what this looks like. So we're going to put on our Tillamook, we're going to prime the lids, we're going to do the intro, and we're going to jump into this look. So hello again and welcome. I'm saying again, I didn't say hello. Did I say hello already? Yo, I don't know. Welcome to the crazy troll nation of YouTube. You already caught a glimpse of why, because I jump in and then I'm like, what did I say? Like, I don't know what I said. So the crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self, not trying to be someone you're not or pretend to be something that you're not. Just be who you are and just own it. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like as you're watching beauty related content that you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique, because that's what they're telling you have to use in whatever video that you're watching. Use whatever you want to, however you want to, with whatever tools you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we are about self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. That's what we stand for here. So I do hope, excuse me, that resonates with you. I need to let you know, because my throat thing just reminded me to let you know there's an organism that lives in there that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I do always say excuse me whether I think you heard it or not. So if you see a little jerk movement, it's an internal hiccup. The other thing, if you're new here, I do curse sometimes in videos because I curse sometimes, period. I try to catch myself. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, so I think that's everything that I think you need to know. Everything else is classified. So if you want to know more, you're going to have to join the channel, because I'll be telling my members some stuff, y'all. We be talking. We be sitting around the kitchen table just talking and shooting the shit, as they say. Oops, I done cursed already. So this is the primers on. We're going to jump into this look. I haven't used this palette in a while because I've just been using other stuff. And I don't even have a huge stash. So it's like, why did it take me so long? So I had this look written out. Well, more so just colors. So I really don't know, as usual, what something is going to look like. But we're going to take Up to Snow Good, this shade here. And we're going to put that on the inner portion of our lid. I do really like this palette. How long have I had it? This is my second time having Whistler. Because for me, the Nomad formula does turn, and what it happens is that it starts to irritate my lids. And that's when I know, like, okay, it's time to go. So when they had a sale, I purchased another one because I really like it. And so I'm glad that I still have it. So this is Up to Snow Good. And this is like really pretty. I know y'all matches my shirt. And if you've been here, you know I don't match my makeup to my clothes. And so when I notice it's like that, I'm just like, ugh, like I'm cringing inside. And so, but it is what it is. And I know it's aesthetically appealing when everything looks all the same shade. I do. But for me, that's a little boring. Like, I want to give me something that's going to catch my eye or be like, wow, that's different. You know what I mean? When everything is monochromatic, for me, my makeup, my lipstick, my blush, my shirt, my shoes, my purse, I'm just like all one shade here. It's like the wall color at, you know, DMV. It just all blends in. And so I like to just have a little spice. And for me, not matching is a little bit of spice. So now we're going to take Black Comb, one word, and we're going to put this on the center of the lid. And the way I have this note written is kind of strange. because of where I have to place this red shade, because it also says 2/3 of the way into the transition area. But I'm like, if there's no shadow this part of the lid, why am I putting that in transition? But I could go back and add it. That might be interesting. So maybe we will do that. So I just have colors written out, and it wasn't even for any particular palette, but I thought this has red in it and blue, and we're going to use a matte green. So this might be kind of funky in a good way. We're going to see. And y'all know I like to do things and experiment with things and just try stuff that may seem like it's not going to work, and then just see if we can make it work, because that's part of the joy of makeup, is just not being apprehensive about trying something. Just put it on. If it doesn't turn out right, just, you know, wash it off, unless you're going to work or, you know, you're on your way out the door somewhere. But in that case, do something, or I would suggest doing something that you're familiar with, or you just are confident that I'm gonna make this look work, and we going out with this, good, bad, or indifferent. And sometimes I do looks and I'm on my way out the door and I'm just like, well, it is what it is. Let's just try and finagle it and hope for the best. So I do have some fallout from that shade. So we're going to use the brush that we use for our finishing powder, and we're just going to just like lightly sweep that away. And it worked. Sometimes it doesn't. We're going to go back to the brush that had the first shade on there. We're not adding shadow on it. We're just going to pull that over. So this is going to help us get our blend, I think. And we're going to go back and forth in between just to kind of blend those together. And sometimes colors get muddy, and for me, well, it's because of the tones of the shadows. They don't really play well together. One might be cool, one might be warm, one might be, you know, neutral leaning cool or whatever. But for me, because I like messy grunge, I'm okay with the mud. I'm okay with the murkiness, you know what I mean? For me, it just adds more interest to the look because I do like that vibe, and I do hope that that makes sense. And so, and if worse comes to worse, I like how that turned purple in the middle. Over here I see purple in the middle, over here I don't. So let's take, it's just the brush with the red, so let's just tap in the red a little bit, tap right here a little bit, put that brush down, go to the brush that had the blue, not adding more to it, and tapping over where we just put that red. Because I really like how it looks kind of purple in the middle over here. FedEx came and delivered a package today, and I had a feeling it wasn't at my door. It's on the ground floor in front of the maintenance closet that doesn't even have a number on it. So it's just like, can you just deliver it to my apartment door that has my address on it, which is on the label? So after I do this, I'm going to walk down 3 flights of stairs, grab my box, and walk back up 3 flights of stairs. And it really pains me literally to do that because I deal with chronic joint pain. And so walking up and down flights of stairs back to back like that, it's just like, and I don't want to leave it there, you know, overnight or anything, which it would be safe, but I just don't want to leave it there. Now we're going to take Bucking Great. This matte green, where is it? Yeah, this matte green right here, because this is like a murky brownish with a green undertone, and so I was kind of looking like, which one are we using? But we're using this one, and this is one of them things where it just might turn to mud, because who would put this next to a shimmer blue? Me, because we just like to do things, and look at that, like, it is okay. It is okay. Let me know. Here's a question for this video, because I don't think I asked one yet. When you do your eyeshadow, do you sometimes just think of colors to put together, not knowing if it's actually going to work, and then it excites you to make it work? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not bad. I don't think this is bad at all with this green right here. I actually kind of dig it. So the tip of the brush, we're just coming over the top of that blue. I really actually like this. We are going to work on that line. We are going to do that because that is a harsh line. And so I do know that that needs some attention, and we are going to get to it. But yeah, I'm liking this, and it's turning out better than I thought. But then we're not done yet, so I might like really just like screw it up, which I have done that before, and that's always fun because I'm a troll, and I'm like, hashtag troll tried it. Thumbs up because I tried something new, and thumbs this up too. We're trying something new. Would you think to do a red shimmer, a blue shimmer, and then a green matte? Like, would you have thought to do that? And second question, well, that was probably the third question. Well, that was in line with the first question. Do you have Whistler Snow Lodge? And if you do you still enjoy it? Do you still use it? Because typically what I see with this palette are monochromatic looks. Monochromatic with the red, monochromatic blues, monochromatic greens. And so that's usually what we see with most palettes anyway. And so as always, my goal is to do something different and not to do looks that you can see 20 times over, 30 times over, 40 times over on YouTube. So I'm just feathering. This is the brush that had the green on it. I'm just using the tip of the brush. I do like this. I want to take some more of that blue because I feel like I brought the green over too much. So we are going into the blue. And actually this blue has a shimmer in it. It has like a pinky shimmer to it in person. In person, it almost looks like a royal blue or royal purple with pink shimmer. And I know it's not picking up when you're in, but that's how it's looking in person. And it is very pretty. I did not tap off. So we're just gonna put this here and we're gonna lightly overlap the red. We're gonna overlap the green. Oh, I like that. We are gonna go back and do some more blending because putting this here, we don't want there to be harsh lines. So we're gonna just feather on the edges of the blue where it overlaps the green. That's nice. I like this. And we're going to do the same thing over here. So we're just going back and forth. We're going to take the brush that had the red on it and we're going to not add shadow to it, but we're going to feather back and forth where the blue and red overlap. So that's what we're doing. I like this look. I think it's different. Let me know if you like the funkiness of it all because this is kind of funky. That green worked though. I admit I'm surprised, like for real. Do I have fallout? Some of these shadows, and even this one, I don't know if you can see it, like it is kind of powdery and it may just, yeah, it's like all over. I don't remember these being powdery before like that, but I haven't used it in a while, so I'm gonna tap it over into my makeup trash. Yep, that worked. And I'm gonna take my finger and just clean up. And yep, that worked. We're gonna take this brush and we're going to tap into Apres Ski, this shade here, and I'm hoping it's not too light. I'm hoping not. We're tapping straight in, and it is puffy. I mean, it is puffing up. We're going to, shit. I do remember this comes out pinkish. This is a duochrome. So we're going to start here and just tap. I don't know about tapping it over the red, but we're tapping on the line of the blue and the green. Oh, that's nice. Tapping in again, tapping off, starting where the blue meets the red, and we're tapping over the green. This looks real nice tapped over the green, like down here in the mirror. So now we're going to just go back and forth, and we're going to just lightly taper in here, but we're not going to go too far inside in here. And then I'm wondering if I should take this one inside, but I'm not because this is a matte shade. This is not a matte, that's the metallic. Yo, I like this look. I really like this light green as a transition shade. Yo, my neighbor surprised me today. We were talking the other day. I put too much. And I was telling her how I haven't been to Trader Joe's to get those corn puffs I like. And, you know, I have snacks here, you know, so it's not like, oh, I need to go out and get snacks. That kind of looks a little dusty now. We're going to go back with the brush that had the blue. We're not adding shadow to it. We're just going to tap like right here. So we're bringing up the blue just a little bit. And so today, she texts me, and she's one floor down from me. Like I can see my door from her door once I get to the steps. She's on the second floor. She said, I left something outside your door. And I just happen to be on one of my wake ups. I wake up like every 90 minutes or so. And I said, well, if you're still here, I said, I can come get it. And so she did knock on the door. By the time I got to it, she was halfway down the steps. And so she came back up. You know what she had dropped off for me, y'all? It was a Trader Joe's bag with two bags of those corn puffs in it, one of each flavor. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, girl. She said, because I'm thinking you in here, and I know you don't go out every day, and you said you had snacks, but you hadn't been to Trader Joe's to get the corn puff. She was like, girl, it's hot outside, you're inside, you need to have proper snacks. I was cracking up. I was like, oh my gosh, that was hilarious. And so I lay back down, you know, we talk for a few minutes, and then she goes, you know, she leaves to go in her apartment. I come back in mine, and I lay back down. And then I got back up because you know what it was? Today is June 21st. Oh, you know what? Today is my cousin's birthday. The one I talked about before. He's 6 months younger than me, the closest cousin in age to me, and we used to grow up running around in the woods down at my great grandmother's house. Today is his birthday, so I need to remember to text him today. So what was I saying that for? Oh, the Notoriously Morbid palette came out, and I thought it was interesting that on their Instagram, I went in my non-makeup Instagram account just to check to see what Notoriously Morbid was doing, selling cosmetics, and Nomad. And they had a palette coming out today. And I'm like, they just had posted it yesterday. And I'm like, why did they not like announce this palette? And so I was checking for that and to make sure that the, going back with the blue, is this the one? Yeah. To make sure, just to, I don't know why, but to make sure that the Spellcast Beauty palettes were now available because I have been posted on my community tab. And so when the Notoriously Morbid palette, because Spellcast Beauty is the sister brand. So with the Notoriously Morbid palette, I had posted that on my community tab that it was coming out today. And so then I did go back and put that it is available now and you can use my code. And that one is $59.99. It is a very neutral palette. And so I was kind of like, I don't plan on getting it. And their Instagram posts, we're going to the brush that had the green. We're not adding shadow to it. Said that it was only going to be available till July. And so I was like, that's strange. But also the Instagram posts said 6 mattes, 6 shimmers, dual chromes, and 12 multi-chromes. But on the website, it said 6 mattes, 6 multi-chromes, and 12 shimmers and dual chromes. And so I'm a little confused. And so I edited my community post to say, this is what the website says, this is what their Instagram says. So I don't know. But it's very neutral. It's very nostalgic. It's from a movie, and I forget what the movie was called or something. I forget what it was. I really dig this. I'm really digging this. This is that brush that had the light green on it. I'm going to just put all these brushes away because I feel like I'm about to just do too much. And so, oh, she had texted me again and she said, we're going to do the same order underneath. So we have 3 of these out because we're going to do the red, the blue, and the green. And so she texted me, she said, she is so funny. When people know you, they know you. You know what I'm saying? She said, were there apples in the bag? She's like, don't tell me I left them at Trader Joe's. And I'm like, I said, oh, I'll get up and look. So I took the corn, because the bag wasn't even heavy. So I'm thinking, there's no apples in here. So I take the puffs out the bag, and there's 2 apples in a fruit bag at the bottom, and they were Envy apples. And y'all know I love Envy apples. She knows I love Envy apples. So not only did she get me the 2 bags of corn chips, but 2 Envy apples. She was like, yeah, girl, because you need to have proper snacks. I was cracking up. Now we're going to go to that blue. So I'm like, I'm going to go put these in the refrigerator because I like my fruit cold. And so we did talk for a few minutes. Because she was on her way up or something like... No, because you know what? I thought that the apples were for her. And so I said, I'll bring them down to you. And she was like, oh, no, those are for you. And I'm like, oh, I'm already halfway down the steps. And so she came out her apartment and we talked for a little bit. But I'm like, you are funny. She's like, you got to have proper snacks. She said, I'm thinking of you sitting in there in your apartment and you ain't got no proper snacks. And it's hot out, so I know you ain't trying to go nowhere. I'm like, I sure ain't. Now we're going to take that matte green. And so I told her about the book that friend has sent me and how the timing was just perfect. Like when people know you, like they know you. And so I shared that with her. Because I was going through something. I was feeling some kind of way. So it was just like a reminder that, you know, people see you and they care. You know what I mean? The same as with that book. And so it did remind me, like, you know, everything is okay. And everything is going to be okay. But I was like, this is hilarious. And so later tonight or today, I will be eating some of one of those bag of corn puffs. Might even eat an apple too. So this is the look. I really like this. I'm glad I did this. We're going to figure out, we are going to put on the MAC Stack because it's the only mascara I have open right now. We're going to figure out a liner for upper lash line. We're going to figure out a lip. And when we come back, everything will be done. This is our final look. Y'all, my eyes are burning. My eyes are burning. But this is the this is the look that we have. For eyeliner, for upper lash line, I chose Inglot number 87, which is this shade, and you can see it. This brush is so friggin' frayed. This is an Inglot brush, but you see how frayed that is? So when I did the wing, it was very difficult. But you can see the color like right here, but once I get to the blue, it blends in, and then you may see a little bit for the wing. So this wasn't the best choice, but if you wanted to just have the eyeliner part toned down and not punk it out with like a yellow or, you know, something like that, then this is the way to go, because it does blend in after you get past the red. So I do like that. For lip, we lined and filled in our lips with the Nemad Dose of Colors Chocolate Chip Lip Liner, and we topped it with Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. So the shade is Fenty Glow. So that is everything that we did, and I'm just kind of concerned because my eyes are burning. But I'm glad we did this look, and this is a color combination I would use again: red shimmer, blue shimmer, green matte, a lighter green matte for a transition shade, and we didn't put anything under brow, even though it looks like there's something there. So I really dig how that looks. And so this is what we got, y'all. Thank you for being here. Let me know your thoughts on this and the other questions that I asked earlier, and that'll be it. So let me know. Yeah, if I remember the questions, I'll put them in a pinned comment. You will see me soon, as always. Oh, also, let me know what you think about the pictures that I popped up from looks that I had done before with this palette, and what you think, excuse me, that those looks would have come out of here. I really love this palette because, as you see, you can do a lot of different things with this. So, but yeah, as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.